How's life treating you guys? This is the first edition of the Roe Hall Show, and if I happen to look familiar, well, that's because it is none other than your friendly romantic love angel. I have made my return back home to Oklahoma City, and, it was nice to have my familiar surroundings for a change. So, this happens to be my room, and, I am so glad to have it. You know, nice to have my own bathroom back. So, it's been actually have been back for just over 3 weeks at this point, and it's been fun. And here is my dining room, my living room, and my kitchen, which I am loving spending more time in. In fact, speaking of my kitchen, this is what I'm going to showcase right about now. And since I like to do a whole lot of cooking, I figured I'd at least show you one recipe that I've come to like and have tweaked to my own personal taste. In fact, it is a recipe for this steel cut oats. And I got this recipe from America's Test Kitchen. You can find the original at americastestkitchentv.com. Don't forget to check out America's Test Kitchen on your local PBS station. Go to pbs.org and check your local listings. Now, most people like steel cut oats, but they don't have 40 minutes to cook it every single morning. Mostly because people have a time clock to punch and they've got kids to shuttle off to school. So, here's what you do. You take 3 cups of boiling water, and I've put it in this pot here. What you see is the finished product of steps 1 and 2. You take 3 cups of water, boil it, take it off the heat, add a cup of steel cut oats, and add half a teaspoon of salt. Now, the reason why you see it sitting here is because once you cover it, you let this sit overnight. Now, I won't have the time to, bring you the finished product or anything like that, but I will tell you what you can do. Once you let this sit overnight, then you take 1 apple. Now, the original recipe calls for half a cup of grated apple. Me personally, I just took one of these bad boys and just grated the whole thing. And it came out pretty good. Not only did I grate a whole apple in my modified recipe, I also took 100% apple juice, not from concentrate. Now, the original recipe calls for half a cup of apple cider and half a cup of cream. Well, I substituted the half cup of cream because, well, this brother's lactose intolerant, and there's no way that was going into my oatmeal. And then, after you add all that in, you'll also need half a teaspoon of ground cinnamon. The original recipe calls for 1/4, but I come to find that half works better. Then, the last thing you will need to add to this lovely recipe for apple cinnamon steel cut oats happens to be a full cup of brown sugar. Now, you are going to combine all of these ingredients after you let that oats and salt mixture sit overnight, and then you will cook it until most of the liquid is cooked out. Now, you will need to go through this, it's gonna take a while, but I guarantee the result is well worth it. In fact, there you have it right there. See, there it is. The original apple cinnamon steel cut oatmeal recipe found at americastestkitchentv.com. Now, as far as the frequency of the videos that I'll be presenting, I honestly don't know how often I'm going to get the opportunity to do it, but I'm going to at least make it an effort to do these at least 5 nights a week. And so, as far as what they'll cover, well, I've got a pretty, random mind, so it's going to be a little bit of everything. I'm not claiming to be an expert of anything that I present on any of these videos, but I figured, I may as well take a crack at this, especially since my intention is to have my own syndicated daytime talk show in the future, preferably sooner rather than later. And, if you guys happen to have any ideas, well, feel free to send them my way. Now, hopefully, I can manage to link these to not just my Facebook profile, but I've also got a Facebook page, so feel free to comment on them, and feel free to send me any tweets. My Twitter account is listed on my Facebook profile, and well, that's about all for episode number 1 of the Roe Hall Show. And until I see y'all again, I'm gonna catch y'all on the flip side. One love. Peace out.